Hey everyone, welcome back to the channel. Hope you're doing well. So, Bad Bunny just made Super Bowl halftime show history by being the most viewed halftime show ever. And whether you loved it or hated it, it was one of the most talked about performances in years. And seeing that reaction got me thinking about something very specific. What would happen if Ghost ever performed at the Super Bowl? Because if Bad Bunny caused controversy, Ghost would cause absolute chaos. First, I want to say this clearly. Congrats to Bad Bunny. That is a massive achievement, not just for him, but for Latin music in general. Whether he's your style of music or not, you can't deny how big of a moment that was. And the fact that people are still arguing about it today shows just how impactful it was. But we all saw the reaction online. Some people complained that too much Spanish was used, he wasn't American enough, or that his music didn't fit what they think the Super Bowl should be. And due to that so-called outrage, there was even a competing halftime show put together to attempt to counter-program Bad Bunny. Now just imagine it for a second. Papa 5 on the biggest stage in America, the ghouls, pyro, a choir, a stadium chanting along. Visually, it would be one of the most insane halftime shows ever. Ghost already feels like they were built for massive theatrical performances. Costumes, lore, stage production. They don't just play concerts, they put on actual shows. From a purely artistic standpoint, Ghost would absolutely dominate that stage. But here's the reality. If Bad Bunny performing in Spanish caused outrage, what do you think would happen if the Super Bowl featured a band dressed like satanic clergy singing songs like Year Zero and Ritual? It wouldn't just be complaints. It would be religious outrage, news headlines, social media meltdowns, petitions, etc. The internet would break. Not because Ghost isn't talented, but because Ghost is visually and symbolically provocative. And I don't see the Super Bowl halftime show wanting to push boundaries in that way. We already see that for halftime shows, rock bands are rare now and heavy metal is basically non-existent. And theatrical shock imagery is avoided completely. Ghost is too artistic, too strange, and too controversial for what the NFL wants that stage to represent. The ironic part, Ghost is actually way more family friendly than people think. Papa's speeches are usually pretty funny, their lyrics are layered, their imagery is theatrical, not literal, but from the outside, all people would see is satanic band at the Super Bowl. And after seeing how people reacted just to Spanish lyrics, there's no way the NFL would risk that kind of backlash. So again, congrats to Bad Bunny for making history, because in my mind, Bad Bunny and Tobias are a lot more alike than anyone would think. During these difficult times, both of them share messages of unity and love throughout their shows. Bad Bunny ended with the message of, the only thing more powerful than hate is love. And I can easily see that be Tobias' message from the end of his Back to the Beginning show. Be nice to each other and enjoy life. So as Ghost fans, we can dream, because while it would never happen in real life, the idea of Papa 5 commanding the biggest stage in America, that's metal as hell. And honestly, if the Super Bowl ever wanted the most talked about halftime show in history, even more than this one, Ghost would absolutely deliver it. But let me know what you think in the comments below. Would you want to see Ghost perform at the Super Bowl halftime show? And what do you think the possibilities actually are? If you enjoyed this video, give it a like. And don't forget to subscribe to stay up to date with all of our upcoming videos. If you'd like to support the channel, check out our merch shop. And for more on Ghost, take a look at the rest of the channel. Because if you have Ghost, you have everything.
Last night